The Guggenheim Museum celebrating 50 years in its famous home. It's letting visitors in for free today. Here comes Roger Clark on the Upper East Side with more on this celebration of the building's time in the Frank Lloyd Wright Museum. Good morning, Roger.
Pat, that's right. And, hey, there's nothing like it. I mean, check it out. Here we are at the Guggenheim Museum. And as you mentioned, this is the iconic Frank Lloyd Wright structure. And now 50 years old. It opened 50 years ago today. So, everyone is allowed in for free. You gotta love that. We like that. We like free stuff here in New York City. And that is what's gonna be happening. There's gonna be a whole bunch of activities, and they'll talk a little bit more about what's gonna be happening. Kim Kanatani is here. She is Director of Education here at the Guggenheim, and thanks for joining us so early this morning. What a day we have ahead of us. Right?
That's right, Roger. Thanks very much for being here today. Certainly the centerpiece of the Guggenheim visit on the occasion of our 50th birthday will be the stunning exhibition that's on view right now of the pioneer artist of abstract painting, Vasily Kandinsky, who not only plays a center role in the history of the Guggenheim and its collections, but also his work was quite inspirational in the design of the building as well.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, how was it? So did Frank Lloyd Wright kind of use his sort of like check out his work and then go back and?
What I want to do is entice viewers to come see it for themselves, to see this wonderful pairing of Kandinsky in the context of our unique building architecture, and I think you'll be able to answer those questions yourself.
And you have a lot of family activities planned today, a lot of things that folks could do throughout the day. Right?
Family-friendly activities that will go along with the free admission for all. We will be doing a wonderful story circle where we'll be featuring fabulous, really timeless books such as the I Like the Guggenheim. Great introduction to modern art for children as well as their families. We'll be doing drawing exercises in the galleries as well as scavenger hunts, all of which are designed to encourage careful looking for the children as well as the parents of these wonderful works by Kandinsky. Also, we'll be having all kinds of different tours in French, English, German, Spanish, as well as in English. And then for the deaf, we'll be having American Sign Language tours, as well as for the partially sighted and blind, verbal imaging tours. So there's something there for everybody.
Well, Kim, thanks a lot. A very exciting day. Thanks for joining us this morning. Yeah.
Good. Thanks very much, Roger.
Okay, so let's give you the details on this, because I know you're going to want to check it out if you're around today, or even, you might want to take the day off from work. Not that I'm condoning that. 10 o'clock, doors open. I will be open until 5:45. Once again, it is free. And Pat, check this out. First 50 people. First 50 people get this cool tote bag. So I expect someone to be running down the block at any moment now, because New Yorkers love tote bags. We know that. And this is something I like. Later on, cookies. Guggenheim Museum cookies.
So they're not up to 50, there's still tote bags available.
After 50?
Yeah, no, they're at the moment, as we speak, there are tote bags available.
There are tote bags available right now, but I expect any moment a rush of people to come running down the block to grab their tote bag.
And to get your autograph.
Yeah, right.
Thanks, Roger. Frank Lloyd Wright. Here comes Roger Clark on the Upper East Side this morning with more on what the museum's doing to celebrate. Good morning again, Roger.
And Pat, good morning. And two words New Yorkers love: Guggenheim and free. And we throw them together because that's exactly what's going to be happening. The classic Frank Lloyd Wright design building, 50 years old today. And that will mean a lot of fun activities going on here. Once again, once the doors open, it will be absolutely free for the day until 5:45. There'll be all kinds of interesting things going on inside, family activities. So it's going to be a fun day here. And to talk a little bit more about that, Richard Armstrong joins us. Thank you so much. He is director of the Guggenheim Foundation and Museum. And wow, this could be some day.
We hope so. It's a happy day for the museum. We hope it'll be a happy day for the visitors.
Let's go back in time a little bit. When it first opened 50 years ago, Frank Lloyd Wright was a little controversial with the design.
Yeah, many eyebrows were raised, and some very important critics likened it to things that we don't like to talk about today, including a washing machine. But in the subsequent 50 years, it's become a great icon in the city and around the world.
And you were telling me off camera, you get 5,000 people here a day. Unbelievable. People waiting online before it opens, even on a rainy day. It really has become a destination.
It's a giant magnet. We like to say that there are more visitors per square foot here than any other cultural institution in the city.
And you have a great new exhibit that's opened up as well, right?
Two, actually. In fact, the Kandinsky show, which surveys the great achievement of this early 20th century abstractionist. And last night, an interesting large new piece by the artist Anish Kapoor.
Okay, so some great stuff going on, and there'll be all kinds of family activities here today. I mean, what do you think this building really means a lot to New Yorkers? I think we kind of like consider it our own, in a lot of ways because it's so unique.
I think it's one of those places you come into and you feel inspired. So it's an inspirational place. You come in and your spirit lifts up immediately.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and best of luck with a great, I'm sure it's going to be a great fun day here today.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's Richard Armstrong, director of the Guggenheim Foundation and Museum. And all right, so let's go through the details here. Doors open 10 o'clock, and once again, it's free. And it'll go all day until 5:45 p.m. And as we mentioned, the first 50 people online get a free tote bag. That's always a cool thing. And there's going to be all kinds of fun activities going on. So it should be quite a day here at the Guggenheim Museum celebrating 50 years inside this its iconic home.
And I said at 7 o'clock when people came down that they could get their free tote bag and get an autograph from you, right?
Get an autograph from me? Well, I think the tote bag is really that's really what you want. Yeah. I think go with the tote bag over the autograph. I think. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Roger.
The Guggenheim celebrates 50 years on the Upper East Side, and New York One's Roger Clark joins us now with details on how the museum plans to celebrate. Roger.
Roma, as you can see behind me, it's pretty crowded here. There's a lot of people. I mean, it's always very busy here at the Guggenheim, but especially today because it is free to get in. That's right, free admission, and that is all to celebrate the 50th birthday of this building, which of course was designed by legendary architect Frank Lloyd Wright. It opened in 1959, and now 50 years later, it is just one of those iconic structures of the whole world. There's like hundreds of people online, even before the place opened, just to get in for this free day, check out the museum, enjoy some of the great stuff in here. I mean, you have all kinds of, from Monet to Picasso to Cezanne, and there's a great new exhibition, the Russian-born artist Kandinsky. So all kinds of great stuff going on. And talking to folks who are visiting here, they just really kind of have a love for this building.
The building is an architectural confection. Now, this is one book that we can judge by its cover because it's unique, but also what's inside is important.
Yeah, it's very special. It's unique, as you say, and the building itself is already a piece of art, so we really love it.
I love all the designs, almost all the designs of Frank Lloyd Wright, and my boys are very interested in architecture, so that's the reason they have to have a look inside, not only the outside but also the inside, because I know it's very special. It's like an escargot, you're walking down and down and down, and the art is also very beautiful, but the building, well, for me it's even more important.
Now, when this was first built, there were some critics of Frank Lloyd Wright's design. In fact, I got a couple of nicknames. Some people call it the inverted cupcake, the hot cross bun, the washing machine. But as you could hear from people who were visiting here, it really has become a favorite. I couldn't find anybody today who doesn't just love this building, and I was very happy to be here to celebrate its 50th anniversary. Once again, it's free to get in today, absolutely free, until 5:45 p.m. tonight. So come on down, check out the Guggenheim. If you haven't been here, even if you have been here, good opportunity to see some old art, some new art, and celebrate the building's 50th birthday. That's a story from here at the Guggenheim Museum, right on 5th Avenue and 89th Street. I'm Roger Clark. Roma, back to you.
All right, Roger, thank you. The Guggenheim marks its golden anniversary on the Upper East Side, and our Roger Clark checks in on the celebration.
Hundreds of people formed a line around the block before opening time, eager to celebrate the Guggenheim Museum's big day.
The building is an architectural confection. Now, this is one book that we can judge by its cover because it's unique.
The building was designed by legendary architect Frank Lloyd Wright, and to commemorate his 50th birthday, admission to the Guggenheim was free Wednesday, drawing visitors like this family from Holland.
The building itself is already a piece of art.
And while the museum and its collection has many fans, there were some 50 years ago who panned Frank Lloyd Wright's spiral design.
A lot of critics were unhappy, architectural critics. I think the public had a big taste for the building from day one.
And the visitors we talked with still do.
People make fun of it. They say it should be screwed back in, but this is the most remarkable room in New York City, and that's saying a lot because we have a lot of wonderful rooms.
I love it. I've grown up in this museum and I love it, and it's really a wonderful place to view art. There's no place like it.
And getting in for free was an added bonus.
It's a wonderful event to let people come in and see art who might not be able to otherwise.
The birthday of this building is not just a one-day celebration. There will be events and activities commemorating the anniversary throughout the year. At the Guggenheim Museum, Roger Clark, New York 1.